What's good with it in the who with it? Welcome back to the collective clips we already know. I'm about to get it in, but before I get it in, let's get to this super norteño intro. Welcome back to the collective clips, and if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you do that. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that the gun stays kicking. And I appreciate all the support. Thank you. Whooping. We're about to get it fucking in. Now, I want to say thank you for all the support that I've been getting as far as all the ones I see in the messages, man. It seems like a lot of people want Super Norteño, so we are going to continue Super Norteño until Super Norteño arrives on the scene and whoppings you guys to death right here in the flesh, right? We're going to make it happen. We're working on it. But in the meantime, in between time, I get a lot of support. And there's one particular person I wanted to shout out that loves him some Super Norteño videos. And that's the homeboy Zubs on Zubs. This one right here, homie, as promised, is for you. He wanted Shiela versus Changa, los dos. Part 2, right? Parte 2. So we're going to get into it right now. Whoopin', whoopin', whoopin'. Das. One had ass, the other one had inside out ass. Together, little booty. There you go, right? So Shiela and Changa have always had a distant lover. There was one point in time where I swear someone ate some pussy, but they've always had problems, issues with each other, and it's because Shiela and Pepe tend to have this erotic relationship. I don't know what Pepe sees in her. I don't know what Ricky sees in her. I don't know what men see in her, right? But at the end of the day, there's something about her, something about the West Coast. Shh. If you fuck her, don't tell anybody, right? There's something about her. And so because she had this relationship with Pepe, and Pepe, you know, he doesn't lie. One thing about Pepe, he'll tell you, he'll be like, this is your look. So whether she weighs a little bit more than she pays, you see. There was a point in time when her mamon was, it was 10-5 kids. I'm going to say, yeah, Yewola. Hey, tell her if she got Yewola, she could give me 10 in food stamps and I could trade it for a 5 and then I give you the 5, you give me a 10. See, and everyone won. I lost $5, right? And she lost 10 food stamps, but that's just the way it worked out. So anyways, because of that relationship between Pepe and Shiela, Changa had animosity. And I think it was some North and South shit. I'm going to be real, because the very first time they met, Changa was like, hey, what's up, esa? And Shiela, that's when she used to wear the red bonnet in her hair. She thought she was an active norteña, right? She was funny as fuck. She'd be wearing we used to call them the salamander pants. Straight up, they were these red fucking tight shorts that she used to wear. They had like all these lizards all over them. Orale, that's a salamander. Look at her. That's the fucking biggest salamander I ever seen. I remember one time Pepe said, hey, take your shorts off, esa. For reals, those motherfuckers, I feel like they feel like a lizards all over me when I touch you. Ricky said, "What? Why you're not even supposed to be touching it?" Yeah, there's one right there. It looks like a big old fucking what is that called? A kimono dragon. They say that when you get close, you can even smell the fire. You see, no lie, right? So I'm gonna say this: Shiela was northerned out the game, and Changa, because she was from Compton, was Compton out the game. So there was a north-south issue there, which was crazy because Changa had been to prison. Shiela never was in prison. The closest she ever got to prison was visiting. And that's what this story revolves around, right? So there was a point in time when my primo Pepe got locked up. He was doing some time, and Changa, her son had just got locked up. There was some things going on, and she found herself in Northern California, batter ram time. Batter ram time. I'm not going to sit here and lie to Pepe and say that I didn't touch it, because I touched it, right? I was on it. Like, she was right there. I mean, hey, her teeth, like I said, they weren't the greatest thing to look at, but between her and Shiela, Changa was the winner fucking torta dinner. So she was staying with my tia for a while. My tia loved it because, hey, her, Changa, and Shiela, oh, they brought all the paisas, because there's different elements of paisa. There's paisas that like viejas, they're like the older women, and then my tia was like, look at my ass, see the way it jiggles? Look, I stopped. It's still jiggling. It's because it's old. It's because but it's still bold, and it's colder from having the weight of the shit on my shoulder. I'm like, oh shit. There's paisas that like that, and then there's paisas that like the gordas, the chicks that are a little bit on the heavier side with freckles and a flat ass. I don't know. Hey, yo quiero panqueques. Yo quiero panqueques, right? They like pancakes. Motherfuckers are addicted to Denny's. And then you have the ones, and I'd consider myself one. If I was a paisa, it'd be this category that I'd fall into, right? The ones that like the chicks with the big ass and don't care what their face looks like. Yes. And the winners are, right? So, anyways, these girls were out there really mixing and mingling with the paisas and a few black dudes and a couple of Asians. Oh, my. And my tia's an equal opportunity fucking player, right? So she'd be like, I don't even care if it's a chino. I can sit here all day while he's eating me, spending his money while we watch Bruce Lee and Jackie fucking Chan. I don't give a shit. Hey, you want to see something crazy? Let me open my legs. Go ahead, rush hour, bitch. Right? My tia was crazy. So anyways, they were doing their thing, and I used to be there quite frequently just to make sure everything was going to see all right. And what had happened was Ricky is locked up at the time, and Pepe is locked up at the time. So these women, it was like fucking three tortas gone wild. They did not know how to react or act. They were partying every night. My dad said, I'm fucking tired. I'm old. These bitches don't stop. Don't stop till you get it. I'm better than Michael Jackson. Right? My dad was like, she was like pumping him up. Tonight, me, I'm going to go to bingo with grandma. I want you guys to go out there in the track and bring it back. Make sure it's a fucking stack. Right? She was crazy. And so I got in on the mix. Like, hey, well, let me be here to make sure that Changa's ass don't get tapped without me doing something about it first. Right? So everything was good. I had a homeboy. He was all hooked on Changa. We'll get into that story another time. Ricky whipped his ass because he liked Changa too. So anyways, Ricky's locked up. And at this time, he was in, I believe it was Corcoran. I think it was Corcoran. It was somewhere in the Central Valley. He was locked. It could have been Pleasant Valley or Corcoran. And Pepe was down south in CRC. Okay? He had, because Pepe, don't put on my business out there. See? I don't want anyone to know I got the hip. Right? So now that you know, now that I haven't put it out there, and he did, he was dealing with some issues. So what had happened was Pepe got visits on Sundays. Ricky got visits on Saturdays. So these chicks were going to go to visiting together. They were going to drive up there. My tia was going to let them. At that time, my tia had a fucking little truck. She was going to let these two chicks go. I decided I was going to rock with them. I couldn't go on the prison grounds, though. So they were going to drop me off at the local gas station where I was going to get one of those AM PM cheeseburgers. Those that know, those motherfuckers are bomb, right? I was going to hang out while they went and visited. Now, Changa was going to wait in the car for Shiela. Shiela was going to wait in the car for Changa. So we had a mission. The mission was this. And believe me, the reason why I was going, and I'm going to be totally honest with you, was we had to get one motel. We were some broke dick-ass Mexicans, especially me, right? We were going to get one motel room and hang out because we were going to the Central Valley. Then we had to go to CRC, which was way down south, like Norco shit, right? So anyways, it was all good. So Shiela, they pull up to visit. They drop me off. I'm at a Burger King restaurant. I'm getting busy in the Burger King bathroom on a Whopper, and I'm handling my business, and they go. Okay, so when they come back to pick me up, they're arguing. What had happened was Ricky was more interested in talking about Changa than he was Shiela, and Shiela was upset about it. So she's telling Changa, if you weren't around, then my old man, that's how she talks. If you weren't around, then my old man, I'm fucking hungry. What do they got here at Burger King? Bitch, you know exactly what they got. This is your favorite restaurant in the whole world. I like the onion rings. Like, what? You know, you smell like an onion ring. Anyways, she's right there stuffing her face, arguing. And Changa's like, and Changa had like a gravelly voice, tasted like she was eating quicksand. Like the quicker she talked, the more sand she ate. So she's like, hey, don't be mad at me because your old man wants to, because he likes what he sees. And she was like, no, because he was just talking about you all the whole time. I'm like, man, listen, let's go get that hotel room. Que no, Changa? Yes, right? So anyways, they're arguing the whole way, and I can see the animosity is building. Now, I've told you guys in part one, they beef. They handle business, right? Changa could not beat Shiela. Tortas hit harder. Now, in this case, they both had that tortaisms going on, but let's just be honest here, man. Sheila's she's a bad mofo. Okay, even my tia one time said, this bitch hits hard. Yeah, we're going to start, because of how she looks and the types of guy that she brings home, we're going to start calling this bitch Ray Mercer. I'm like, what? How do you know about Ray Mercer? He's the one, mijo. I'll fuck it then. Well, I'll say someone we all know, Larry Holmes. Right? So anyways, they're starting to beef, and I'm just, my mind, I got a one-track mind. Let's get to that room and relax, take a shower, Sheila, turn the other way, preferably like outside in the car. And Changa, let's discuss something. You know what I mean? Hey, because look, I had already got the pass from Pepe. Well, I mean, I don't know if you, this is what I consider the pass. You guys, this is the way the conversation went down. You explain it to me the way you want to, and let me give you the explanation. This is how it went down. I said, hey, so hey, Pepe, what happens, bro? Is Changa cool and shit? He's like, I said, look, let a bitch be a bitch. Whether I'm poor or rich, I talk in the exact same pitch. Now, the title bitches don't apply to all women. See, I said, but all women got it. I said, hey, the Ice Cube said that. Nah, he's a Moreno. I said it first. I said, he stole it. He's like, look, I said, just take care of my old lady. I said, but what if she tries to come on to me? She ain't going to do that, I said. But if she does, I said, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Hey, dry your eyes. Don't cry, I said. Participate. I said, okay. So I took that as I could bone her, right? Whatever. So anyways, as that's rewinding and playing constantly in the back of my mind, him giving me the pass, because basically he told me to do it, right? That's the way I took it. We're all in the hotel room. So, hey, they're getting ready. We're going to go to bed. And I'm trying to convince Changa, but Changa's like, I feel dirty. I'm going to visit my old man tomorrow. What am I going to do? And I was like, that's my primo. How do you think I feel? I feel dirtier than you, girl. Shit, we're some dirtbag motherfuckers. Let's get dirty and then we can take a shower and we're clean. You know what I mean? So she's like, she's such a tonta. She's so stupid. She was like, it does make sense. It makes perfect sense. Don't tell I got my shoulder in my hand. It makes perfect sense. She is over there like, I'm hungry again. Well, take care. Go walk over there. There's like a Pizza Hut. You know what I mean? I know she ate pizza the wrong way. She ate it backwards, crust first. Like she was like, hey, is anyone going to eat their crust? Yeah, bitch, I am. Fuck, here, right? That's how she was. So anyways, she's going to go take a walk to the store to go. She got food stamps. So she's going to go get her a few Zuzus and Wham Whams. And I'm going to do a little Wham Wham on the Zuzu. So as we're kicking it and it never goes down, unfortunately, man, I feel bad. You know, I could be the most conniving dog minus Fresno that there is, right? But I'm not like, when it comes down to doing the deed, I'm like, damn, man, what about my primo? What would he think? You know, if I'm over here and he's doing time, hard time with intravenous needles all in them and shit. Is that how they say it? Intravenous? I made another word up. Anyways, they're fucking putting needles in him and he's over there fucking sick. And I'm over here in a hotel room killing this whole lady's whole esophagus from the back, right? It just doesn't make no good sense. It's just not cool, right? So I just settled for a mamon. And then after I did that, I'm exhausted and I put on Unsolved Mysteries because it's a mystery that I'm sitting here with two chicks. One está fea, but big booty, and the other one está fucking fea with no booty, right? And so as I'm kicking it, contemplating where life got me to, here comes Sheila, and she met some black dude. Always. And I jump up quick because, you know what I'm saying, I'm in my boxer shorts and I'm lacking. And I ain't got nothing on me. And the black dude's like, oh, no, it's cool. It's cool, SA. It's cool, man. I was just walking her home, making sure she was cool. And she's like, you can come in and kick it. She's in a bag of Funyuns. I don't know what her and Onion ring. She got into an onion ring trip, right? I guess onion attracts onion. And that's what she smelled like. So, you know what I mean? So, straight cebolla. So she's kicking it. And my tia calls, hey, what are you guys doing? Because Ricky called the house talking about Sheila was trying to argue. You tell that bitch when she comes, her stuff is on the porch. Yeah, and tell her to leave the roaches where she found them because she's not taking my homie's whip. I said, no, we're good there. I'm trying to get into my morning. She's like, are they going to make sure they pay what they weigh, Mijo? If you can, on the way back, I got a couple homies. I said, drop them off. No, all right, cool. So this black dude's pretty cool. And he's not trying nothing tricky. And he's just like, man, he had bought some drinks and some sodas, and he's drinking a little Parmesan. And we're all kicking it, right? And then, but I feel odd. I'm in my boxer shorts, and there's a black man in the hotel room, and something about that just screams Fleece Johnson. I'm like, I don't need extracurricular. Like, I don't get down. So he ends up leaving. The whole time he's mesmerized by Changa. But every time Changa gets up, which was quite frequently all of a sudden, before she want to sit on her big old butt, right, and just sit there and talk and ask and tell me why she couldn't do what we're going to eventually do anyways. But as soon as the black guy comes in, she's in that motherfucker like bouncing, right? I don't know. I don't know, man. Made a motherfucker want to listen to a King Von track. Anyways, he ends up cutting out. He's like, hey, man, I got a couple homies. They come through and kick it. I'm like, no. We're going to be gone. We got shit to do in the morning, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about a brother. I can kick it with you and shit, man. We cool. You the homie and shit. But when you start bringing your homies, oh, power! You motherfuckers better get away from me, right? Too many brothers in the motherfucker. They're going to start choking motherfuckers out, trying to steal chains and shit. So I'm cool. Anyways, he leaves, and I tell fucking Sheila, why you bring that? And then all of a sudden, Changa gets all super sureña. Straight up, su, right? She's like, hey, Asa, why do you bring Morenos over here? You know I don't like them. Did you get his number? I'm like, well, hold up. Hold up. What was that? Right? She was like, no, you know what? You know I don't like them. I feel shy around them. I'm like, shy? Yeah, because they look at this like they're looking through you. I said, well, what about when I look at you? No, it's different. Okay, whatever, as long as I win. So, anyways, Sheila's like, it's not like that. He was just giving me a ride back. I said, he gave you a ride or he walked back? He gave me a ride back. I didn't see no car. Like I said, he gave me a ride back. I said, oh, yeah, he gave you a ride and your ride back. Okay, I get it. You gave him a piggyback ride. And so, anyways, Sheila, all through the night, she's going out with this dude. He keeps coming by. She's kicking it with him and his homies. Who am I to say anything? That's my primo's old lady, man. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Meanwhile, Ricky's in there fucking thinking about Changa, right? So, hey, tit for tat, tat for your tit. And so, anyways, the next day we go to visit fucking Pepe. And so Changa goes in, same get down, right? Sheila's going to wait outside. Now, what Changa didn't know is Sheila was also on the visiting list. So she could have went in. But she had some undercover shit that she used to do with fucking Pepe on the cuts. So anyways, Pepe's asking, can you get here, Mika? And I guess she tells him, I came with Sheila and your primo. Tell my primo, give me a little taste. I said, put a little something on my books before you guys go back. Do it Walmart to Walmart. Give me 20 bolas or something. So I can give me a few sopitas. I love sopa. He's not even tripping off his old lady because there's really nothing he can do. And she tells him, I got something to tell you. Now, she told me this story. I'm not there. I'm not the cucaracha fucking in the visiting room, right? Or the south side ready to get off on the northern in the visiting room. What I am is a guy sitting outside at a McDonald's at this point eating a chicken nugget, wondering what fucking Pepe's talking about. So after, you'll hear the end. But so she tells me this, that he's like, who'd you come with this, huh? And she's like, oh, I came with your primo. Which one? The one with money, right? Which I don't know why she said that because I didn't have money at that time. And he's like, that's my favorite. I said, you tell him, I said, he put your shirt on. He's lucky he's getting the pass to be down here and put money on my book because I'm dying, Mika. I'm dying. I got that shit. She's like, you been had that shit. Yeah, but I got it more now. So anyways, this is what she tells me. So anyways, when she comes out, this is where the shit goes down. We're driving and we're like halfway. We're like to Bakersfield. And I want to pull over. Like, let's go to a little Mexican restaurant. I'm starving, but I'm tired of fast food. So we go to this little tienda. It's like, it sells like chile and carnitas and everything. It's right there in Bakersfield off the 99. And as we go, we're kicking it right there. We're eating in the car, right? She's like, what did Pepe say about me? And she said, what do you mean, eh? He didn't say nothing about you, right? With the gravelly ass voice. And fucking Sheila's like, oh, yeah? He didn't say that a couple weeks ago. And that was it. Changa went to fucking grab her by her hair. And meanwhile, like Sheila always had like cornrows. I don't know. I'm not going to say she was into black eyes, but her son does look like Chris Rock, right? And so fucking when she went to go reach and grab her and elbow her, Sheila fucking grabbed her by her face and caught her. Bust her whole shit. I was like, damn, she wanted to fix her teeth. Blood all over me. I get out the car like, hey, you fucked up my Norteno, right? What the fuck? Man, I don't like fucking tacos with sangre. So I'm getting out like, oh shit, trying to wipe myself off. They spilled my orange soda all over me. Orange Fanta doesn't. It stains white t-shirts. So I'm getting out like, oh, hell no. Meanwhile, my phone's blowing up. It's my fucking old lady. I always got an old lady at the time, but she's my old lady at home, not my old lady on the street. And my tia's blowing me up. My tia's like, what's going on? I said, they're fighting. Man, if Changa didn't get beat up in front of a whole bunch of Southsiders and Paisas, I don't know who did. Changa was getting drugged. Sheila was like, bitch, stop. Took a bite of the taco. Bitch. I was like, oh, no. Changa was like, get off my hair. You're going to fuck my tracks up. I was like, oh, shit. And I was like, and how about there's a Southsider there? Talk about unity. I walk up thinking, damn, man, we went to the wrong place because there's a couple of dudes there for Baker's 13. I'll never forget, you had a big old B13 right here. And I done time and YA with them type of dudes, right? So he sees them fighting. He's like, hey, and there's other people trying to break it up. Like, stop. She was like, I don't care. I want extra hot sauce with that. And I'll take 2 more burritos. I'm like, oh, no, this bitch is ordering food while she's beating one girl up. And the Southsider's like, damn, hey, is that thick one your girl? And I'm like, nah, it's my primo's old lady. Those are both my primo's old ladies, man. And they're fighting. We're in full-blown conversation, calm as a motherfucker, professional like a motherfucker, north and south. And chicks are literally fucking trying to kill each other. Mild salsa everywhere, right? And I'm chopping it up with them. He's like, yeah, hey, bro, she's bad, eh? You did that. And I'm like, no, it's my primo's old lady. He's like, shh, tell her I said, what's up? And I'm like, I'm looking at him like, he doesn't realize I'm a northern. I'm flamed up. I got a Mongolian at the time. I'm pretty much a northern, right? But he ain't tripping off that. He's mesmerized. Not by Changa, by Shiela. He literally walks away and says, damn, she has a big old back. Not a big old butt, a big old back. He ain't lying. Anyways, there you go, Zubs. Changa got beat up. I'll just, needless to say, that ride home was critical condition. She's in the back. Hey, taco sauce all over her mouth and shit. And she was like, can we stop over here? Yeah, let's stop over here. That's a Foster Freeze. They got bomb-ass double-dipped cones, right? Not even tripping. She had a little scratch. I mean, Changa had some big-ass nails and some jagged-ass edge teeth. Her teeth were straight jagged. And when I say jagged edge, like that, like, I just want to get married. I just want to get married. Jagged edge teeth. Anyways, with that being said, man, there's your Super Norteno for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want me to continue these videos, hit a 1. Let's get interactive in the chat. That's what makes the algorithm move. That's what helps me to produce the content that I produce. That's what gives me the reason to produce the content that I produce. So let's hit that 1. It helps the channel tremendously. With that being said, thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I truly believe in. That's the betterment of all people, man. Changa, Shiela, part 2. There you go, Zubs. The gun.